What's up, everybody? This was kind of a last minute thing because Krista was bugging me to get this unboxed because this is going to be her printer. I am going to be doing some testing on it. And then after that, she's going to have it. So I'm streaming on her computer because we're going to unbox it right here on her desk. I got a second camera plugged into her computer. And we picked it up for $370. It was $400 with tax. It was an impulse purchase at Micro Center. So got it right here. We got the last one. And for the price, can't really complain. Now, the video here, this is going to be out of focus because it's a Logitech camera. It's going to do that. I don't know how this one's going to be. This is some cheap 1080p camera we have on one of our extra computers. So screw it. Let's take a look at it. It should be a fairly quick video. These printers are getting easier and easier to put together, and hopefully the microphone, I'm using the headset microphone. This is Krista's headset. Sorry that Emerson's getting a little bit excited. I know he's a little jealous. He wishes he had the purple headphones. So, but if you can't tell, this is Krista's side of the office. So, yeah. But all right, we're gonna get this unboxed here and get it set up because I know she wants to play with it. So we were originally thinking about putting the K2 Plus down here, but one, it's huge, it's loud, and it takes up a lot of space, and she doesn't need an enclosed printer. So I saw this, well, she saw this at Micro Center, and I was looking at the price. I was like, man, it's $360 right now. I was like, fuck it, let's get it. Like, how bad could it be? AnyCubic stuff has been pretty good. I will say we will not be giving this access to the fucking internet because if you guys remember a couple months ago, last year, AnyCubic had a huge breach where somebody got into everybody's printers and sent files to it, and they didn't do anything malicious. They just simply stated that, hey, there's a vulnerability, and we could have done some nasty shit, but we didn't. So it will not be getting on the internet. We'll install updates, but that's about it. It will be blocked at the firewall level, like all my other printers are that have any sort of cloud stuff. So let's see. We've got the print head here. So this looks pretty good. Also, fun fact, this camera that I'm using on her computer is actually one of the first cameras I ever used on this channel. It's my Logitech Brio. We're going to peel this off. If any of you guys leave these films on your printers or your computers or any other electronics, if I'm ever at your house, I will come and peel every single one off of them because they're supposed to come off. And if you leave these on, one, they look like crap. And two, the adhesive after about a year or two will start sticking to whatever it's on, and then you're left with a sticky mess. Check to see if the nozzle's cemented in. Let's see here. There's a I can move the heat block. I might have to hot tighten this. Like, I can move the heat block with my hand. So we'll be hot tightening this. I'm trying it. Man, this silicone sock really stays on here. And actually, I gave her the toolkit for from the K2 Plus because she doesn't have really many tools down here. So I figured it'd be better than nothing. I'm sure this thing comes with tools, but it's right here. So I'm going to try to get this sock off. A little white residue on the top of the heat block. Well, as somebody who's assembled many printers, I can tell you right now that Hotend is not assembled correctly. Something's loose. It should not move at all. But I want to get the sock off of here. I just want to take a look at the block. It looks like it might be a volcano style nozzle, which if it is, that's good. Those are easy to come by. We carry them. Man, this is probably the most, this like psych ward level grippy socks on here. It does look like it's been printed. I'm trying to see what's moving. Is it the heat break? Oh no, okay, so it doesn't need to be hot tightened. The heat break is just not like whatever set screw. It's not completely tightened down, but it's not like the heat break's moving in the heat block, which is what I'm concerned about. Okay, so this is fine. All right. All right, we'll put the sock back on there. Nice looking setup here. We got a little pancake here, probably geared extruder. There's a tool head board in here. You can see it in there. Wow, the camera's actually focusing. Maybe Logitech fixed the autofocus with a firmware update. I haven't used this camera in a while, but she uses it. There's a little tension adjustment on the side here for Titan, and then we've got a release here for the filament tension. This is where the 4 come in from the, I'm just going to call it the AMS. Everybody calls them the AMS. Pinch the sides and the whole front pops off. Well, I saw this. Corey's like Mr. Expert here in the chat. Honestly, I haven't been keeping an eye on AnyCubic stuff, not because I don't like them. It's just they're kind of unremarkable for the most part. But I'm giving them a shot, and for the price, I'm not complaining. We do look to have at least a white LED in here. It looked nice. They had it at Micro Center, so we were taking a look at it fully assembled. You said pinch the sides. I see there's like a seam here. Let's see what's inside here. Because one of the things we do want to check out is like what kind of stuff. Oh, I see what you mean. You pinch down here and this front comes off. Okay. So we got a 2-pin, like, looks like a 50-20 blower fan. And then we got a little like 30 down in here. And then we got an extruder. Looks like it's a geared extruder, which is nice. Like to see that. Yeah, it's definitely geared. Looks pretty good. Oh, I see. Okay, so the heat break, interesting. So let's see this little lever here. The reason why this can turn is because there's actually no set screws. You like pull this lever up and the whole heat break comes out. That's pretty nifty. And there's filament in here, so they tested it. Okay, so that's why it spins a little bit. I really feel like they should have like heat thermal paste on here. Actually, Krista, in the top left drawer of my desk over there should be a little tube of thermal paste. I'm gonna throw some thermal paste on here. It's not gonna hurt anything, but you really should have thermal paste on a heat break, especially on something like this where you don't have set screws forcing it in. You just have this, like they really should have thermal paste on here. Yeah, that's fine. Quick change hot ends. Okay, interesting. So I'm just going to put, this is just some old thermal paste. It's PC thermal paste, which is fine. I'm just going to put, so that's kind of dry. Let me purge this out because, hang on. No, super lube is not thermal paste. That's lubricant. All right. No, this is good. I got it. Put some thermal paste on here just to help with the heat transfer. All right. They really should have paste on there. But interesting hot end design. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to put this back together. That is a fairly easy hot end to get into. Dear God, so much easier than the Bamboos. My number one complaint with the Bamboos in terms of their design is their hot ends are just like, they're atrocious to work on. We've had to clear jams on ours because we forget to open the door with PLA. And then it's Jam City. So, all right, let's continue with this. We got the user manual here. We've got a little toolkit and some filament scraps and something else. Looks like some PTFE cable management. So this is going to go in the trash where it belongs. Here's some extra tubing. This is the same kind of internal diameter as the Bamboo stuff. We actually just rebranded the Bamboo tubing to just reverse Bowden tube because it also works on the K2 and the CFS, and it'll also work on this too. So, all right. Let's see what else we got in here. We got a spare wiper thing. Looks like it's self-stick. I'm going to put all the stuff over here. We got a little needle for cleaning out the nozzle. We got a generic ass thumb drive. We've got some sort of thing for the PTFE tubes, it looks like. Edible lubricant, lubricant, not edible. Damn, I was really disappointed. I thought I was going to get some edible lubricant. For print head cable, this is probably for the USB-C connector. You don't like to see stuff like that. And then For purge wiper, it is all labeled for touchscreen. We got some little Allen keys in here. And then for printhead, so everything's all labeled. That's nice. We got some adjustment wrenches here. And then these, I'm assuming, are for managing the PTFE tubes. So, all right. So we got a power cord. We've got the AMS, CFS, whatever the hell they call it, the multi-material system cable. We have 2 power cords. I'm wondering if the multi-material has its own power cord. I would assume that's the case. All right, we got what looks to be a spool holder. Here's the wiper. I only know this because I saw this on the printer Micro Center. It's actually quite intelligent how they did this. There's a magnet on the side of the tool head. You might have to put it on here. Yeah. And when the tool, or it's on the carriage. So when the carriage comes over, it magnetizes this and it pulls it off, and then it snaps back when it gets far enough away from it. Really interesting. Oh, there's a built-in dryer. That's why. Okay. For the price, I think right now I looked them on Amazon. They're like $460. This is still a lot of printer for $460. I got it for like $400 with tax. But okay. Here's part of the spool holder. Look at that. I'm skipping steps. Let's see. What did you say? Get Corey on the stream? Corey, you want to jump in on the stream? Okay. How the hell do you get... Okay, you got to take this out. I was like, it's going to scratch the crap out of the AMS thingy. Pull it down. Pull it. All right, move out of the way. Get out of here. Ugh. Okay. There we go. Okay. So here's their AMS thingamahoo's, whatever you want to call it. Got yours for below 350. Why aren't these more popular? Like, are they good? AnyCubic usually makes pretty decent machines in general. Yes, I am in my pajamas because I just don't care. We're closed today.
We're chilling.
I don't care. Yeah, look at it. Does have it. Okay, so this is a built-in filament dryer. That's pretty fucking sweet. Yeah, rated power, 230 watts. Okay. Did not know that when I bought it. That's pretty sweet. All right. Here, take that plastic out. So the printer is actually basically fully assembled. Look at this. Basically fully assembled. Okay. Let's add the second one in. Dave says the printer has some nice stuff about it, but it has issues. Generates about 2 to 3 times as much waste as the Bamboo. Well, you can tune all those settings. You guys know that, right? You can tune all those settings in your slicer. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna switch these. And we're gonna get to it. Let's look at the manual. I'm gonna take all the packing out. We're gonna look at the manual here and see what we have to put together. I mean, everything's basically put together. We got to attach the cable with the 2 screws. So securing that little USB-C cable. And then we're going to use 4 M3x6s to attach the print head to the actual rollers, or to the carriage, I mean. There's 4 up top. We'll put the screen on. There's a cable to connect to the X-axis. We install the cable holder. Okay, so we'll just walk through this. So I'm going to go ahead and get here, take this for a sec. We're going to get the printer put together. You can take the plastic off of that if you want while we're waiting. All right, so again, this is just a cheap webcam I had laying around. So excuse the quality. This is just an off-the-cuff stream. So there's a connector. Okay, so this goes to the X here. So there we go. This goes over to the print head. I like to kind of straighten these cables out a little bit. All right. So there's no orientation. I doubt, maybe this is actually USB-C, because these are tool head boards. My thing with the USB-C stuff and using it in applications like this is it's not a connector that's really rated for high motion, but they do have the strain relief on here. So you've got the strain relief on here and the screws holding in, so it'll probably be okay. It's just an interesting choice. We'll see how it lasts in the long run. You know, the sad part is these printers are getting cheaper and cheaper with more features. Yeah, this thing's autofocus is not that great. I'm sorry. And they're basically becoming disposable. That's the only sad part about all these newer machines. Like, we're getting more features, we're getting cooler machines that do more stuff, but we're also heading the way of when things break and the manufacturer doesn't make parts, you can't just go and get parts elsewhere. They're not very universal. So, but that's what all these companies are doing, probably because they know that it'll make them more money in the long run, because eventually people have to buy new printers. Because I can't fix them. So we'll see. All right. They're kind of a pain to get in here, because it's like a coarse thread. It's definitely cutting some threads in there as I'm putting this in. All right, so now we need to put 4 screws in, and there's like slots up top here. So I'm going to put pre-thread 2 of the screws in up top here. Where's my M4 by? Here they are. M3 by 6s, sorry, not M4, M3 by 6s. And I'm going to put the one in here and here, slot it in, and then put the other 2 in and tighten everything down. Come on, there we go. I was like, come on, grab the threads. Grab the threads. All right. So let's slot this on here. And they did actually put little paint marks on here on the ones that you need to put the screws in, which they do point out in the manual, which is nice. All right. Get these all put in and bolted up here. This should be interesting. Do you guys know something about this printer that I don't know? I do like here, look at this. They got a link for the belt to keep things like nice and tight here. There are V rollers on here. These do need to be adjusted. So there's V rollers on the Z. These do need to be adjusted a little bit, which is why they give you Z wrench here. Let's see. Very familiar with these because all the printers have had them over the last couple of years. So I'm just adjusting these so there's enough tension where I can break the wheel loose with my hand, but also where it makes contact with the extrusion. So again, sorry about this camera is not. It was autofocusing. Why is it not? There it goes. Man, I didn't think a camera could have worse autofocus than a Logitech, but apparently this Green Extreme brand, I know I got this for like nothing, like literally like $10. It's on our guest computer that people use when they come over. For $5, they were definitely selling that below cost. All right, we're gonna put the LCD on. Got the 2 screen screws here. They should have gone with stock Orca and extended it. Okay. Yeah, I was just playing with Orca for a K2, and it doesn't look like they have multi-material support for it, so I begrudgingly installed Creality Print. I am going to be trying to work on a profile for the K2 Plus with Orca, because Orca is my go-to slicer. The sad thing, though, with all these multicolor ones, if they're not natively supported in Orca, you're probably going to be stuck using their stock slicer. So we put these extremely long screws in here. They probably could have gone with shorter screws, but huh? They have plastic Z-Rod nuts? Or are they Delrin? They might be Delrin. All right, go ahead and get that on. Let's connect the screen cable here. There we go. I am not a fan that they have these like, and this is not just AnyCubic, this is Creality. They have these flat cables exposed, and it's just begging to be hit. All right, so I did the motor cable, I did the screen, I got to connect the install the cable holder, which is, hang on, I'm throwing all these baggies out as we go through it so I don't get confused. That is that weird square thing right here. So this, it's going to go over here like this. It is keyed. And then it looks like the cable, yep, cable just goes in right here. Cool. And then install the purge wiper. There's M3x10 and M3x8. So that goes over here on this side. Okay, it goes on the back. Yeah, goes on the back. Okay. So that goes in like this. Yep. Okay. So M3x8 goes on the back, and then there's M3x10 that goes up through the bottom here. So the M3x10 is the coarse thread one. All right, so I need a 2mm hex here. All right, there we go. I'm going to put that in and just barely snug it up, and I'm going to put the bottom one in. This one that goes through here, and this threads right into the plastic.
Is it clipper-based?
This is definitely a clipper-based printer, I would assume. I don't think AnyCubic. Yeah, it's probably it's this, as far as I know, this is a clipper-based printer. Here, I'll open those up. All right. Next step is install the filament tube. So insert one end of the individually packed short filament tubes into the hole above the print head, the other end into the cable holder. Snap the filament tube into snap the filament tube and print head cable into the cable organizer. So yeah, we're passing all these cables through that organizer, and we'll put the side spool on here. So there's a spool holder that goes on, this one goes on the rear here. Put that on the wrong side. There we go. All right, so we need the 4, I think those tubes are in the ones in there. I think are what I need here. Oh, this is for if we're just doing one. So if we were doing one, we would put one in the top here, and then this one would go here, and you'd feed in from the spool. These are the ones that go to the ACE, or whatever it is. Skip it. Yeah, because she's going to be using the multi-material. That's why we got it. So if you were doing single, you didn't get the combo, this is what you'd be doing, but we got the combo. So we're going to skip this. So we've got all these tubes. This is from inside they call it the ACE, right? Is that what it says?
Yeah.
In their ACE, the ACE Pro? Pro. Wow. Pro. Corey's, I'm going to listen to Corey on this stream here, because Corey has 2 of these, he said. So, all right, we're going to pop these into the top here, and then we got to push each one through in the little manager here. I'm going to kind of match these up with the order they come out of the tool head, so they don't kind of cross over and kink or whatever, you know what I mean? because little stuff like that I like paying attention to. All right. Huh?
It's so much tubing.
Well, it's got one for each color. All right. So there we go. And now we want to put, let me just move that down. And now we want to use the little like managers here. And these will hold the tubing and the cable. So I do like this. This is a nice touch. Some cable management is always appreciated.
Heck yeah.
Cable and tube management in this case. All right. Make sure I match these all up to the same spot. All right. Looking good. And unlike Emerson, I'll probably not have any issues with this, because Emerson is just cursed when it comes to his 3D printers. I seriously think that his like package carriers are just like playing kick with his packages, and that's why his stuff always gets damaged. That's just my theory, because I've not met a person that's had so many issues with technology and products in my entire life. I only use one of those. You know what? We're using 3 of them. They look nice, and I think we got one extra. All right. So, skip this step if you're printing multiple colors. So we don't need the spool holder on here. So she can just we're going to put this in the bag that the PTFE came off. So if she ever just wanted to use it as a single color printer and pack up the Ace, it's all right here. And she can throw this in one of her desk drawers. I have to crawl under the desk, and we're going to run some power cables. So, Chris, I will need your help real quick. Yeah, we have a power strip right under here. So I'm going to feed these up. Or I might be able to do it. Hang on. These desks aren't super deep. There we go. Okay. All right. Got 2 power cables. I'll plug this into the power strip under here. Okay. All right. So it's telling me about installing the Ace Pro. So there's the 6-pin cable. Insert the 4-pin cable into the hole on the left side of the peripherals. Okay, so where's the Ace cable hookup? Is it down here? Am I retarded? We got a knockoff power supply underneath here.
Oh, no.
I'll probably change that. It looks like a 400 watt. It's Chinese 400 watts, so maybe it's 300 on a good day. Oh no, I think it goes in the front, doesn't it? Because they had it at Micro Center. Yeah, it goes in the front here. Okay. All right, we're just gonna pull that out of the way. Here's the Ace cable. All right. So there's a 4-pin end and a 6-pin. The 4-pin goes to the printer. It's funny because they're only using 4 of the 6 pins on here. It's interesting. All right, so that goes in the front here. I'm going to slip that underneath there. Kind of want to pull. Will this come off? Yes, it will. Just pull that right off, because that's going to be annoying having that flap just flapping about. Put that in the bag with the single color stuff. Don't forget the foam. I already got the foam off from underneath the bed. All right. So I guess the Ace has to go on the left side here. There's like no other options really. It's got to go on the left side. What is this? Oh, okay. Never mind. I answered my own question. Yeah, we're going to move this down. Her little star base thing can go over here. And then this guy can just chill in the corner here. All right. It'll take any USB webcam. Oh, there's no camera on here. Okay, well, that's good. Then we can probably pop our Easy Cam on here, make a mount for it. That'd be nice. All right, so we got power here. We got the 4 PTFE tubes. I don't think it matters which one goes in where, does it? It doesn't say. No. Just says shove them in. All right. These clip retainers, well, these will not go in. Dave in chat was saying he couldn't get these clips back on. I see why, because they're like, they like hit the edge of, I don't think I'll be able to put it in with, no, it's not gonna let me put them in because it needs to release the pressure on here. Okay, well, this is not great. So we'll take these off and see if we can get them back in. But Dave in chat was saying that he did not get his back on. All right, so we got 1. Oh, those won't go in very far. 2, 3, and 4. Oh, hey, look it. You can pull them out. Hey, David, did you know that? Pull them out to get the clips out. Let's see. See if I can get them back in. Oh, this is so hard. Let me see if I can get these clips back in. Oh, these are still a pain, even pulling that out. AnyCubic, what were you thinking? There we go. Okay, I got 1. So, oh, I just dropped one. I just dropped a blue clip. Here it is. Yeah, these are definitely not fun to get on. But I got 2, 3. So you kind of just pull up on it and then shove it back under. All right, there we go. All the clips are in. Yeah, they are too tight, but I got it. We good. Okay, well, got the Ace. Turn that on. Assuming it's going to have, yep, it's got some lights that are coming on. Krista, you want to go pick 4 rolls of filament to put in? All right. Cool. And we're going to turn the printer on. So angle this down so you guys can see the screen here. Peel it. And let me plug this in. This unit itself feels pretty solid. All right. A lot of tubes. A lot of tubes. I wonder if you can trim these to be a shorter length if you need to. All right, I'm going to turn the printer on. Hopefully it doesn't have a 120, like 120, 210, or 220, 210. It doesn't say anything about it, so it's booting. Yeah, I'll put it on the internet temporarily. I'm just going to block it at the firewall level. Global instead of global area. You got, oh, this camera's not going to focus. It says global, Gobal. They forgot to put L for global. Oh dear God. Okay, we are 2.4 gigahertz only. It's only seeing my 2.4 gigahertz bands, which is to be expected. All right. Oh God, the fucking most horrible keyboard I've ever seen. Okay, let me painstakingly enter my Wi-Fi info in. Yeah, well, they said to get updates. This, okay, I thought the K1 had a worse touchscreen. This is horrible for keyboard entry anyways. Like, why? It's 2025 now. Why can we not get proper, like, keyboard inputs on these damn devices? Like, Should take like 2 seconds to. Oh, and I can't even like. Oh, I can't even like select one character and replace it. I have to start all over because you can't just go back and select a position and change it because I put a E where a 3 was. So now I got to start all over again. God damn, China, please hire some like UI people. This is fucking horrible. Like, it's like, this is worse than like, you guys ever set up like a really crappy smart TV? Like, this keyboard is horrible. Horrible. Okay, Wi-Fi is connected. Next, we're not gonna, nope, we're not. We're not gonna go ahead and connect it to the AnyCubic cloud. All right, so it says insert the U disk correctly according to the diagram. I'm just gonna check the belt. Yeah, the belt tension's a little sloppy here. To be fair, it does say to check it. So, oh, it just starts doing it once I put the disc in.
Did the thing.
If you want mainsail, look at the Duck Pro Cobra 3. Okay. So they do give you access to mess with the system. Oh, there was one piece that was still back here.
Nice.
I looked on the left side over here. I was like, oh, I got them because there were 2 in the front. Capacitive screens are no. They could do a better keyboard on this crappy screen. This feels like maybe it's capacitive. No, maybe it's resistive.
Update firmware first, or you'll need to redo all this.
Okay. We will restart. Good point. It's like the K2 Plus. Dude, you know what's funny is like all these printers take forever to start now, like start their prints because of all the automation crap. And I remember how everybody used to like whine and bitch about how long it would take to start up a printer running our ABL. And now we have printer instead of taking like 3 minutes, it takes like 15 minutes. Okay, so there's about machine, printer information. Oh, firmware update. It doesn't even show me everything, but it says, I guess I'll confirm it. It's on 21.124 here. Let's see. Do we have a regular UI on port 80? We do not. Is it like on 4408 or some shit? Or some other port number? Does it have a web UI that we can access? Yeah, the K2 takes forever. The Bamboos take forever. The K1s take forever. Like all these new printers that, like, here's the trade-off to all this auto crap. It has to figure it all out. So it's got to take all these measurements and use all these sensors and then calculate everything. It makes the print startup time take forever. Our old Ender 3s from 7 years ago take much less time than these printers to start up. You said 4408. Man, I can't see the IP. I think it was 172.16.21.124. Did I say 124? I think I said 124. Oh, actually, let me check my Unify app and it'll tell me.
33 people watching this late.
People like late night streams. They're probably all not doing anything or they're off. I just see a device on the 2.4 called Linux. Yeah, it's 124. 4408 is not giving me anything on the web UI. So it's updating firmware here. It's downloading it. And then we'll run through like the calibration stuff. Oh, you got a bunch of random filaments. Okay. We'll get these loaded up. This was a sample one, wasn't it?
I think all these are.
Yeah, some of them are. All right.
So this is
Well, I'll get some filament loaded up in here while we're waiting for that update to go. All right. Okay. Okay, so it's grabbing it.
what color is that?
That one's just a random roll.
No, the one next.
This one,
Yeah, I thought that was motion red.
this is like Moonless Night. I think these were the samples we got before we actually launched them. So it does grab it. Oh, and I guess it doesn't really matter because they all have individual tubes. It's not like the Creality and the bamboo where it all shares one tube. So, and I'm making sure to put the spools. There's like little tabs in here. I'm making sure to put the sides of the spools in those tabs. Yeah, we're not letting this get online after it's done doing the updates. AnyCubic cannot be trusted to properly run a cloud service. So yeah. All right. So we got 4 spools in here. Firmware still updating.
Almost done.
It will feed so far, then you can manually push it to about 4 inches above the spool. Okay. How you guys do another limited run? Well, it was a limited run. I meant that. It wasn't like a, it's not really limited. We're gonna do no. We did one run. That was it. Oh yeah, I see it going through the. Yeah, I see it going through the tubes here. Yep. The filaments are in the tubes. It is still installing the firmware update. This is so exciting. I remember when there were no firmware updates because none of these printers were connected to the internets. So it says place at least one roll. We have 4 here. Okay, now it's beeping at me.
Sounds like my kitchen timer.
Krista said it sounds like her kitchen timer. Yeah, so on the screen you like tell it what here, I'll just show you here. Tell it what filament is in what position right on the screen. Yeah, so here's the thing, like with Clipper, it's cool because we're getting these printers with new features and stuff. But again, repairability has gone completely downhill because everything's getting proprietary. And then if we thought it was bad just trying to get firmware onto a Marlin printer because we didn't have pin numbers, now we have ones where it's complete operating systems that are just completely bastardized by the manufacturers. So it's trying to make, I would love to be able to make firmware where you could send out a file and instructions and certain cables and programmers to just wipe the whole printer, put our own clipper on here and call it a day. All right, so if I go to settings here, obviously we restarted it.
Look at the handsome boy.
So I'm looking to see if there's like
That's my face.
oh, there's a firmware update for the Ace. Okay, so we're gonna update the Ace now. Open the Ace lid and just push the filament in. It already loaded it. Now there's a firmware update for the Ace. Oh yeah, you can literally just, okay. You can just push the filament in. I don't think it likes me doing that, but.
Does not.
Okay, it updated. Oh, it was reinitializing because I was updating. Okay, it's actually really easy to feed the filament up into the tubes here. I'm just getting them a couple inches above the head. I'm assuming it has some sort of like detection or something.
Stop just above the hub.
Above the hub. Oh, up here. Okay, I'm only a couple inches above it.
That's what.
I don't know where oh, there it is. Okay. One of these is a clear glitter, so it was hard to see. All right. I want to see, we got to run it through a calibration, I'm assuming. There's print settings, camera light. Oh, camera's not connected. Do they make like a nice official camera for this? I'm going to preheat PLA here. Let's do a home here. And then there's got to be some sort of calibration, which we exited to do the firmware update. They do, but it has to have a printer house and they don't supply one with it. What? Okay, I'll look and see, because sometimes the manufacturer supplied ones are pretty nice. Okay, so I just go on here and like hit edit material PLA. Just put it as like white. 2. This is like a blue. This isn't too terrible. This one's a purple. And then we got like a green in the last slot there. Okay. Oh, filament dryer. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it does have a filament dryer built in. That's actually really slick. Okay. Oh, here we go. Auto leveling vibration compensation. So, all right. I don't know if there's like a general. I'm looking to see.
Turn off the buttons out.
Turn off the. You don't like that?
No.
Okay, it's off.
Thank you.
I'm looking to see if there's like. Oh, there's a LAN mode, LAN only mode. Yes. We'll see. I'll actually leave it connected before I block it. I'm going to see if it does actually respect that. So I turn LAN mode on. I'm only seeing auto leveling and vibration compensation. So I'm going to hit auto leveling, confirm hotbed leveling probe. What? What does that even mean? Is it asking me to put a probe on here, or is it just bad English? I'm just going to hit OK. Master reset? Oh, okay. I didn't know if this was like the Crealities or not. Okay, so we'll go and master reset it then. Fine, we turn it off, we turn it back on again. Yeah, I remember when printers didn't need all this fancy shit back in my day. Yeah, I'm a printer boomer now.
You are printer boomer.
What? I thought this sounded like a baby crying for a second.
No.
All right, settings. Device information? Nope. Printer information. General settings. Print settings. Where is the reset? Device information? Is it maybe printer information? Nope. Oh, system restore? Okay. I'm going to do that. System restore. If they had like just one, if every company had one English speaking person on staff to do translations, it would make it so much easier. I'm honestly surprised Tor hasn't popped in, because obviously he has access to this live stream system. He might also just be asleep.
It's mine.
Oh, it doesn't even reboot. It says, please restart the device manually. I was like waiting for it to restart. I love my old ass printers too. I'm going to keep them around for a long time, because guess what? I guarantee you my old ass Ender 3s will still be printing and working long after these and the K series and all the bamboos are dead, because the reality is you can keep getting. Oh, fuck you, Corey. Redo the Wi-Fi. Did you do that just so I could do the Wi-Fi?
No.
Corey.
Oh no.
Corey.
Corey.
Oh, they fixed it. Now it says global. Okay.
Congratulations.
Living room sound. Why is this picking up my living room sound bar?
Because China.
I didn't know it'd even be able to pick that up. Okay, now that, God, I hate this fucking keyboard so much. You know what I'll do? If I ever like, have to torture somebody, I'm gonna make them type out all of their emails with a keyboard like this. Huh? What'd you say? Oh, you got thermal paste on your finger? There's much worse things you could have on your finger. Oh my god. Let's see. I think that's correct. Jordan's watching?
He's lurking on Twitch.
Oh, he's lurking on Twitch?
Yeah.
Did he post in Teams or something?
I said that we were live.
Oh. Okay, Wi-Fi is connected. We are not putting this on their network. Okay, enjoy your 3D printing. All right, now we're going to start it over. Yeah, I'm going to keep our old printers, and we're going to have a lot of custom ones.
Listen, I love Summer.
All right.
Summer has a special.
She has, this is her 4th printer. She now has 4 printers that are hers because she has this. She has an Ender 2 Pro, which has the Revo in it and a bunch of other upgrades. An EasyBoard V2, upgraded layer fan, tons of stuff. And then she's got the K1 Max and then the SVO6.
I'm gonna name this one now.
Yeah. All right.
The other one too.
It's doing the self-test now. At some point, you'll have to check to see if you have a new V2 nozzle setup or the original. The original are prone to leaking, but the new ones seem to work much better. She's a keeper? Yeah, I'd hope so. We are getting married this year.
What? We are? Since when?
What are you talking about?
I was not aware of this.
I literally said, you literally asked me earlier if we're actually getting married this year. I was like, yeah.
How's the sandwich abilities? Fantastic.
Yeah, they're pretty good. She actually cooks, not just sandwiches. She actually like legit cooks. Yeah, it's our whole house still smells like pulled pork. New has the white cement, like I mentioned. Okay, so I have an older model. Oh, they probably are sealing it up with that like silicone adhesive. We actually, or thermal adhesive. We actually sell, and if you guys saw the email, we sell thermal adhesive now, and then 2 different types of adhesive from a company called Suxon. They're a Chinese company, and they make awesome adhesives. One of my friends turned me onto it, and we use it so much here for projects and just general printer stuff that we ordered like 150 bottles of it because I want you guys to check it out. It's good shit. The B7000 is a clear stuff, and the T7000 is black. It's really good for securing cables, sealing up like holes in fan ducts and stuff. And the nice thing is it's strong, but you can also like pull it off if you need to. Back in my day, we leveled everything by hand, and we liked it or we didn't get good prints. Damn right. Yeah, there's somebody said like my biggest complaint still to this day with the Bamboo is the fact that you don't have an offset adjustment. They could easily code that in. Like it just drives me nuts. Like, yeah, it's it's something. Oh yeah, they always put those in there. Yeah, we'll have to see about getting the plates made for these two. If they're popular enough. I assume they're pretty popular. Someone said rough it up. Because he said the stock build plate needs to be cleaned and it's not great. Okay, we're doing auto leveling now. We need to like wipe it off with IPA. There should be a thing of alcohol around here, a little pump bottle. It's over here. It's by my monitors. I just need like a paper towel or something. Let me take a swig of this for the new year now. Ooh, smells like Everclear. Yeah, but I'm talking about, yeah, no, I know, David, but that's not anything you can change once the print has started. I'm talking about being able to go to the screen. Oh, it's a little high, boop, boop, and adjust it myself. Like, there's no live tuning. They're like the only printer that I'm willing to bet this has live adjustment. They're the only printer that doesn't have it. Like, huh? Napkins? Okay, that'll work. Grab my little tin from over there, please.
What?
My tin. My gamer fuel.
Your velo?
Yeah. My gamer fuel. Yeah, you're not going to be able to figure out how to get that open.
I know how to open it.
Yes, you can, but it messes up the next print. I want to be able to make our own packages. We're not going to be able to package up like we do with Unify, where we can just do one bulk update and updates everybody. But if we can make like a solid firmware package for each of these printers, get them in, and not even saying keep it updated, because once it's done, right? It's all in your local network. Like, do you guys know what I mean? Like, it really wouldn't matter if we updated. If we got everything fully working and there's no bugs or anything, that's it. And that's kind of what I want to do this year, is go through the machines and see if we can make complete OS replacements with the Linux subsystem and the Clipper configs and everything, and just spend a good week or two with the printer, get a really dialed in firmware and config setup, and even like Orca slicer profiles, and package that up. Because I think people would go for that. Huh?
She's completely figured it out.
I think our kids. I think our kid's broken. Look at her. She's just plop, their butt in the air. Her butt's usually more in the air. Just don't touch it, but you'll see how the bed may be warped because of the center risers under the bed. Okay. Corey, you're not giving me much hope in this printer, although you said you have 2. All right, so it's going to do the input shaping now. Going to do a shaky, shaky. Brrr.
Let's do a dance.
Yeah. Now, do I have a web interface now? I do not. Corey, what port is the web interface on? Corey. First layer and leveling is a struggle. That's not what I want to hear. My Ender 3 V3 SE, which is a $170 printer, gets the first layer every time. There isn't one? There's no web interface? We're going to have to mod this. We're going to have to mod. Well, someone said, hang on, let me scroll up in chat. It was like something duck. Something. I don't know.
I saw the duck comment too. It's moving the screen.
Yeah, it's vibrating your whole desk. Let's take it off. What did somebody say? Somebody said there was to get mainsail on it, which is what we want. That's what all the other Clipper ones we have. Mainsail's a nice UI. I hate Fluid. Mainsail for life. Fight me. Oh, no mainsail, no web interface, not a. You can root it to get a simple mainsail, but it's issues with the latest firmware. At least it did 2 weeks ago. Okay. Well, for now, I'll have her use it, but I will, when she's not running prints, I will be playing with it to do dev work on. All right, it's finished. Is that it? Can we print? Can we run? Let's run like we do with the other ones. Let's run time and hit print. Okay, there's test model. Okay, the slicer's on the USB. How the hell do you go back up a folder? Oh, it's so. Okay, test model. We've got, that's a 4-hour print. There's 3D Benchy. There's a Shark beer bottle thing. K3 camera mount. High-speed PLA Benchy.
High-speed PLA Benchy.
4-color, that's 10 hours, 4-color gyro. It says 10 hours. A Flexi Shark. Ace colorful Shark beer bottle. Okay, there's two colors. Okay. Print color. Can I change the print color?
Do the high-speed one, then do the regular one, see which one.
Okay. Well, I don't want to keep you guys too long because we do want to hang out here. We'll do the high-speed PLA Benchy. Okay, so leveling, input shaping, time lapse. We just did the leveling, so I'm gonna hit print. Color match. Select. Oh, I didn't change the color of the material. Okay. Hang on. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna print it. We're just use. No, that's a glitter one. That might not be a good one to do. Hang on. Let me go set the colors on here. Color, it's like a clear, so we'll do white for that one. This is blue. This one is purple. This one's green. All right, let's try this again. So I'm going to do print, test model. We'll do the quick benchy. I want to see how, and then I'll run a multicolor one overnight. How's that? Yeah, we'll do the gyro one overnight. I'm going to do the purple here. I'm going to do the purple for the benchy here. All right. It's now starting the print. Sad face. I don't want this to be like a 5-hour stream. After this is done, we're probably going to play some games for a little bit. Not, huh? Duck. Oh, it was Duck. Okay. Duck Pro Kobra 3. I found it. All right.
We need to print a poop bucket.
Yeah, we will have to print a poop bucket. Print start is long. Of course it is. It's heating right now. Now it just did its leveling, so I'm hoping it'll go fairly quick. All right, we're getting our Z position here. Disposable cake pan for the win. Just use a filament box with the lid propped up fully vertical. That works fine. Oh, printer kicks a filament much further than the A1. I don't have an A1. Inside your thoughts on this machine, I got one back in October and I love it. Like I said, AnyCubic typically makes pretty good stuff. So for the price, yeah, Krista saw it. We were looking at the other printers and she saw the K2. Was like, look at that. Then I looked over this. I was like, is that $369 with the 4-color thing? And the sales guy was over there. I looked at it, I was like, if you got one of these, I'll take one of these right now. And he was literally, he's like, I have one in stock. I was like, well, if you got it, we're going to leave here with it. I literally went to Micro Center. If you guys remember us talking about all the computers in the Hangout stream Friday, I did not buy a new computer because, update. I bought these really cheap $15 1080p 60 frame a second USB 3 like generic as shit HDMI like to USB adapters off Amazon, and they work perfectly fine with Talk Studio and StreamYards. It's just the cam links. So if anybody wants some cam links that work, just not on an older computer apparently with these web things, I'm going to be selling them on eBay because like I'm not going to use them. About what? Oh, I bought a plasma ball, which I've wanted a plasma ball since I was younger. Like since I've seen them in Spencer's, and now it's on top of my retro computer. And now my retro computer's front bays have something in every bay. I put a USB card reader into a 3.5-inch bay, and then I got a 4-channel fan controller with RPM and 4 temp monitors. Is that what caused all the problems? What? Streaming? Yeah, so something happens. So we're just waiting for the start, so I'll chat. So on the computer, so I'm on Chris's computer. On this computer here, I have a cam link with a Sony a6000 for the camera. Works perfectly fine on that one, but it's a much newer computer. On my office computer in the garage is a 9th gen i9 9900K, which is still a decent processor, even by today's standards. But for some reason, at some point in the last 12 months, some update happened with Windows or something where when we would pull the camera feed, and like we're doing here, these are 2 USB cameras here. The cam links just show up as a video device. And when we would pull one in, the frame rate would go to crap. But if I pulled it up in like OBS on the computer and looked at the camera feed, it was perfectly fine. So there was something weird going on. So, didn't have the issue with 2 cam links running at the same time or even one on my faster computer, but I don't stream multiple cameras from that one. So I was like, okay, it's probably time to upgrade. So I was like, you know what? For $40, I got 3 of these adapters. I'm going to try them out, and it fixed everything. So yeah, my system is working now for streams, and I don't have to spend, like $1,000 upgrading the computer. So I'm happy about that because I use my stuff until it dies. Oh, it's pooping. It's pooping.
Aw.
Look, it's pooping.
It has like a little
Yeah, it's a little poop tray.
food tray. Well, that's
Oh, there's the new color. So they tested it with a white filament. I will say this is the quietest multi-material system I have ever heard. The Bamboo AMS is loud as shit, and so is the Creality CFS. This is way quieter than both of those. I want to see it fling the poo. Where's it going to fling the poo? It's going to take just as long to start as it will to print. We're still purging. Oh yeah, that's right. AnyCubic is also a filament company. So why would you save filament for people? Les, I have no idea what that means.
German. That's German.
Did you grab the magnet? It has the magnet on there. It did not fling the poo. It's going.
Children, my whole desk. Oh my god. Computer.
Yeah. Well, you probably won't be printing this fast. It's not normal. You can.
Absolutely not. What's this, speed benchy?
Yeah,
No
11.
wonder.
So it didn't fling the poo. Yeah, the magnet's here. It's already on the side there.
Angry. Oh my god.
It's doing the needful. Yeah, for around $400. I mean, I wouldn't pay more than $5 for this. I think, like I said, I think the link I posted in the description. This is our Amazon affiliate link. It was like $460 for the feature set so far. I mean, if it prints well, I don't think even at $460 it's a bad buy. Considering you get this with it, which is also a filament dryer, which is crazy. Bamboo and Crealities don't even have that. It seems to be printing pretty good too. And this is just standard PLA. This isn't even high speed PLA.
Such a pretty color.
Make sure the two magnets meet, or you might need a small spacer. I'll check. Like to kick the magnet out, you're saying on the side here?
It is fast, Les.
Yeah, this is a fast printer. That's what I'm saying. For the price, it seems pretty damn good.
Yeah.
We'll see.
The frame rate's definitely not matching speed.
Wait till layer 100 or so. So tell me what layer I'm on. Yeah, 32 of 192. Yeah, it's doing some bridging there. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. Just burned my chest.
It's shaking everything. Yeah, it did poop on the wrong side of the flipper. I was wondering because it pooped on this side, not this side. Because it makes sense. It probably goes over here. And it's got to grab this. It poops and then whoop. Wait, so where did I put the poop? Here's the poop. So it should have been like right here and then. Oh yeah, that does have some. It does have some force on it.
I want to make a side bucket so it just flings it in there.
He said just take a filament box and put it here with the lid like up.
Why?
I mean, yeah, go look and yeah, you can print a poop bucket. The K2 just printed its own poop bucket. So it sounds like we need to print a spacer for the magnet and a poop bucket. I think you'll be surprised by how clean this print is. The newer printers have gotten really good at fast printing. Now, whether the part is as strong as something printed slower, that's another thing. But in terms of how it looks, it's coming out pretty good. Yeah, there's a printable fix. You can also just pull it out some and add a zip tie. We'll just print a spacer in there. It's literally one screw. I'll pull it up on this camera because this camera will be better at the close-up. We're at layer 53 of 192. Yeah, it's cruising. It's how fast the K series runs. They crank them out too.
We should take this.
We'll see. I don't know if I want to bring the K2 Plus to Rocky Mountain. That thing's huge. We might have to though, because it's like we usually bring whatever like the latest machines we have are, and have them kitted out with all our stuff. Make sure your PTFT TUIs are not inhibiting the movement of the head. The table is wobbling a lot. Well, it's not. Well, it's a desk, but there's a cabinet at each end, and then there's posts all around. But the tubing is exactly the same length as the cable going to the print head. So I have these like set so they're not going to get pulled on. Yeah, so we had one poop failure already, but according to Corey in the chat, we just got to print a little spacer. I'm not, whatever. For what the cost is and what you get on this, I'm really impressed so far. Come on, focus. I wish I had like manual focus control over this camera here. I'm sorry that it's sucking. It's a really crappy camera, but it's what we had on short notice here. It's a slick little package, though. I'll give them that. It's a nice looking machine, too. We're at layer 76. So we got 5 minutes left. Yeah, I will say, like, these pre-built printers come out a lot better with their fast benchies as, like, some of the Vorons and stuff I've seen people post. Like, I did a Benchy in 3 minutes, and it's just, like, a blob of plastic that slightly resembles what a Benchy should look like. It's like, dude, that doesn't count. Like, it looks like crap. Do you really want to be using that? You know what I mean? Huh? We're at 84. Here, these you can put in your spare stuff. It's lube in the needle. Lube. Here's another set of hex keys we're going to clean up. Man, back in my day, printer builds would take like 6+ hours. You have to peel tons of stuff. Poop failure sounds like not printing. Sounds not like printing. It's poop failure. It tried to poop and it just didn't eject the poop. The poop got, backed up. It happens sometimes, man. Now there's your little toolkit. Here's an extra cable management piece. Filament tubes.
This was quick to set up.
Well, the printer was built, so.
I mean, still, just out of the box.
What's your opinion on the STM32 Gerbil firmware for like nuclear or black pill? I'm familiar with Gerbil, but I haven't messed with it. Typically, people use Gerbil for like lasers or CNC. Honestly, if I was gonna run firmware on a laser and CNC, I'd probably honestly just do Marlin. It supports both. You run your tubes longer than the orange cable? I mean, I got plenty of tube length there. And just shove them all up. There we go. Shove them up a little bit. How's that? There, I gave them a little more slack. I do appreciate that they have the cable and tube management. Marlin, you can do whatever you want with, and they have a ton of processor support. They have a ton. They support CNC. It supports lasers. I mean, I'm just familiar with Marlin, so that's what I would use. It's up to you. It's free. It's open source. It's marlinfw.org. We use Marlin for the base for our printer firmware we put out. Totally forgot to clean the print bed off, but it looks like it's sticking. It's chooching. It looks good. And we're not using a white filament. White filaments hide stuff. We don't want to hide it. You can tell who never assembled a printer back in the day when you read some of these groups. Yeah, seriously. That's the other problem is you had to actually put some effort into learning how these things work and how they go together when the printers weren't pre-built, and it's convenient that they're pre-built. However, you have people that are afraid to do anything. So yeah, Facebook and Reddit. I don't really go on Reddit. Like Reddit is just atrocious. Reddit is just a cesspool of unhappy virgins.
Hey, don't call me
Um,
that.
yeah, we're almost done. We got a minute 16 left. We're on layer 158. It's gonna speed up though. It's almost at the top. And trolls, yeah. Reddit is just like my brother Doug used to be a big Reddit user, and even he left because it's just gotten so toxic. And it's like every community. Like it's not just like one. Like every community on Reddit's just gotten so toxic. It's just the user base. The user base is just a bunch of unhappy, horrible people. So we don't spend any time doing marketing or anything on Reddit. It's funny because I'll get Facebook ads to advertise on Reddit, like it's advertising their advertising, and the comments are just like, "What? So I can deal with a bunch of neckbeards, coming and wasting my time bitching about every little thing at my business?" Like, if you guys ever see the Reddit ads, they're hilarious. They're hilarious. Everybody knows that Reddit's just a cesspool of crap. So I don't spend any time on there. I hang out in our TH3D Discord server. I have a gaming Discord server that we run. It's called Grumpy Dogs Gaming. If you guys want to check it out, go to grumpydogsgaming.com. There's a link. Damn, this came out good. All right, let me switch the camera. No, this is really good for a freaking like 12-minute benchy. So we're working with older cameras here, but man, that came out great for a benchy that is like right around 12 minutes. That is fantastic. So this printer is going to print really good at just like normal speeds or even like higher speeds. I don't know what this was running at, but it was cruising. Like that's crazy. I don't know what it's. Oh, it pulled the film. Oh, so it cut it and then it pulled the filament back. Actually, right to about where I had it.
Wow.
Okay. So I think what we'll have to do is let's go on. I'm gonna open up a new tab here, and let's go on and look at like what kind of mods and stuff people are printing on here. And I'm not sponsored by Things, although Things, if you're watching, wouldn't mind getting a sponsorship from you. But I use Things because it searches everything. So let's see. Kobra 3 magnet. Let's see what comes up. Here's a poop catcher bin. Oh, poop basket multicolor. I'm just opening these up. Poop diverter. Oh, it's got a little thing that shoots the poop down there. Cable receiver. Let's see. Kobra 3 magnet spacer. Actually, I guess now that I think about it, I could literally it just needs to be a round thing. It just needs to be a round thing. Now that I think about it, it just needs to space out the it just needs to space the magnet out a little bit. Yeah, unless somebody has a link, I could whip that up in Fusion. I don't have Fusion on this computer. But yeah, I could easily do that. So here, let's see. So we've got the poop catcher bin. I like the look of this one better. This is cleaner. This is multicolor. Yeah, it's simple. Okay, so I'll have her print that one. Oh, there's little magnets that go here, which we actually have magnets in the shop that would probably fit here. So, and it would work fine without the magnets. All right, I'm going to download the STL files. Oh, what is poop basket 3MF, poop basket color? Here we're going with the color. Oh, I'm going to complete the puzzle. Oh no, I failed. Fuck.
You're a robot.
I'm a robot. Am I a robot? I beat 99% of users. You guys saw that 1.1 seconds. I beat 99% of the users. Yeah. All right, and here's a poop diverter. That other one's fine. Let's see. Kobra 3 poop.
Sounds so weird.
Yeah, somebody did another maker site. Yeah, seriously. And why it's just funny, like, and there's like stuff for other printers end up on these things. Yeah, I'll just make a spacer for that magnet because it did not grab it. Hey, Corey, do you happen to know how far it should be kicked out? We like 2 millimeters. We're talking like. Are the motors disengaged? They're not. Can I disengage the motors here? I'm going to turn the filament dryer on.
Can I initialize the motors? Oh, sorry, that picked removed interest.
Let's see here. Unlock. Okay. So, oh, it's not even getting close at all to the magnet. Holy shit. Is it hitting something or it's not even getting close to the magnet? Hold up. Yeah, I just turned the dryer on. Guys, this is barely. It's not. It's not. AnyCubic, how'd you fuck this up? There's a huge gap between there. That's why I didn't pull it. This is not even close. That's not even close at all. How do you? And there's no way to adjust it either. That shit ain't even close. What the hell? Wait, hang on. Oh, something's like getting caught on here. Where it's like, oh, hang on. Did I just need to like literally? There was like something. There's something getting hung up over here. So it's not homing all the way. Huh?
David said, did you align the pin on it before screwing it in? There's a pin, if I remember right. You can actually put it on without it going in proper place.
No. It's when I'm moving the head over, it's like it's getting hung up on something. But now that I like forced it to go over a couple times, it's actually going over there like it should. Okay, there it's working fine now. Yeah, maybe something was on the rail. That's the only thing I can think of. Like there was something. I don't feel anything on the rail. Okay, but now it's doing the thing correctly. Let me see what it does when I home X, how far over it goes. Okay, it was not doing that. So there must have been something catching it because it was not grabbing. All right, so I don't need to like change it and give a little more slack on the tubing. Okay. There's only so much slack you have on the cable because of where it's like it attaches, but okay, so that's working correctly. Now it's actually pulling the poop out, or the poop wiper. Okay. That's so weird. Yeah, it's good now. All right. I mean, the print quality on this is good on this crazy fast benchy. So I'm gonna use. I'm wondering if maybe it was that there was just too much tension on here. Corey says he only uses one of the clips. All right, I'm going to take, Corey has two of these, so I'm going to take Corey's advice because I don't know everything. This is a machine I haven't messed with before. So we're just going to leave one here. We're going to give it a little more slack on there because we have plenty of slack. They're specific on where the clips are supposed to go. Let's see. Are they, though? Hold up, hang on. I'm looking through here. Shows where to put those through. Shows us to install the Ace Pro. Belts, pulley. Yeah, I already checked those out. Like the there's nothing in here about. I did set the colors on the UI. I did that earlier. They're all in there. There's nothing in here. I can't find. I'm going back. Like there's the cable holder, the purge wiper, install the filament tube. It says skip if installing multiple things. So the Ace Pro, it talks about the signal cable, the feeding the tubes through the cable holder over here. And that's it. It says pulley adjustment, belts, connecting power, and then we go into using it. Maybe it's further down here. Software installation, first print. No, there's no mention in here. Nope, there's no mention in here about where those go at all. Yeah, there's none. There's zero mention of where these go. I'm just flipping back here to see, but I don't. The closest thing I see, but it's only with a single one, is it shows like one of those up top right here. Sorry about the crappy camera, but like there's one there and one here, and that's it. That's all. That's the only appearance they make. So, I mean, this can slide through here. So I'm just going to let it. So we're going to go ahead and start. We're going to wrap this up, and I'm going to start the 4-color gyro here. Chris, you want to start this?
What?
You want to try? It's going to be your printer. You want to do the 4-color gyro on it?
Yeah,
Go see if you can figure it out.
Ah,
Here, it's your chair. Here, you can take over.
what's up, kids?
They probably can't hear you.
That's fine.
I mean, overall, for the money for a sub $500 printer, I'm saying that because they're like $460 online. I got this for $400 with tax at Micro Center. I'm pretty impressed so far. So, see that Ace 4-color gyro at the top, and then I would do leveling and input shaping. Hit print, and then you got to tell it. So you select like which color you want each color to be and where it's sliced. So you can just send it. It auto filled them in. And that's it. All right. It's going.
I wonder how big this gyro is.
There's going to be poop everywhere. I need to find a filament box. Do we have a filament box down here?
I should check by the other.
Yeah, I'll go check by the other ones. Here, you can talk with the interwebs.
What do I don't tell them.
Bug Krista, I'm going to go find a box.
What's up, guys? How's it going? He's on a mission right now. Oh, look, he already found a filament box.
Here, I'm going to tape this like this so it like catches it.
Okay. I am fantastic. Pretty excited about this printer, honestly. Been wanting to do multicolor for a while, and well, this will be my first one. Yeah, okay. Not too sure yet. I kind of want to see if I can do those dragons like everyone else is doing, you know.
Poop bucket.
Poop bucket? Oh, we got a poop bucket now. Awesome. Move that. Put that like right there.
There we go. All right. They want to know what print you're gonna do.
Yeah, I said like the dragons. It's a thing to try. Maybe not. I don't know yet.
You have to do the poop bucket.
I definitely, yeah.
Did we close that out? Oh, here it is.
No.
Oh, we downloaded it already. Okay.
But we have to slice it too, don't we? Yeah.
You guys, yeah, we can do the slicer off camera.
Yeah, we need to find a profile on Orca Slicer.
There's probably a single color one. I don't know if the multicolor.
That's no big deal if it's a single color.
Well, you need to select.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I know Cinderwing is like the best.
The metric ton of the keychain curves. Yeah, I've seen those. Here, I wonder if I can change this. Let's see how it is. The microphone, camera, and the mic should be decent, halfway decent.
Yeah. You want to try the cam mic?
Yeah, hang on.
Watch it sound terrible. Is that going to mess up my voice mod?
No.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just going to show up as another one. All right. Can you guys hear us okay? We're talking through the webcam now.
Oh. Oh, Orca has a built-in profile for it.
For multicolor? David? Can you guys, we can hear you just fine. Okay, cool. I know this camera, this was like a $300 camera. This is actually a 4K camera.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know if they're that expensive anymore. It's the Brio, Logitech Brio. And we're running it through NVIDIA Broadcast for background noise filtering. Okay, we can hear you just fine, or that's way worse. Is it worse? Is it good? Is it fine? We're about to wrap it up anyway.
It got way louder.
Oh,
It's okay.
that's so weird that it got way louder because it's right here. I don't think it will connect over the network. You're going to send slicer. Use their slicer next. Okay. All right.
It's home.
I mean, so far it seems like it's a pretty decent bit of kit. I mean, especially for the price. There's a lot of features for the price. Slicer next. Is that their slicer?
Download that.
I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, AnyCubic slicer next. Okay. They said there's a Core XY with the Ace for $549. That's not bad.
Oh.
Yeah, it's grabbing the poop wiper now. I just got Slicer Nest. Let's install some Chinese spyware on my computer here.
Heck yeah. Thanks, China.
Oh, I was like, why is it making that noise? I told it to do input shaping. Okay, well, it's installed. Oh, yeah, this looks just like Orca.
Yeah, it does.
Next. Nope, we do not want to join Kobra 3. Next. Sure, why not?
This literally looks just like Orca Slicer.
It is Orca Slicer.
It is.
The question is... Oh, here we go. It found the printer on the LAN. Wait, connect cloud printer connection. I don't know. It's in LAN only mode. Log in to use. I don't want to. No.
Oop.
Why is this not? These are on the same network. Add printer. It wants me to connect it through their cloud shit. I'm not connecting it through their cloud shit. It's not finding it in LAN connect mode. Show you guys what I'm seeing here. Hopefully it'll share it.
It's going over now.
Yeah, it is. Something must have been hung up. So like, it sees my printer, but it says cloud printer connection. You guys saw me put it in LAN mode.
You want this chair?
Sure happened.
Yeah, there's Z-Aux access for the settings, so I'll have to wait. We'll connect it later. Yeah, I'm not getting an account. I'm not connecting it to their cloud. It's going to get blocked from the internet shortly after this.
They want to spy.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with products made in China. I have a problem with code on products that came from China. Like just Chinese code in general. AnyCubic has already proven that they cannot maintain the security of the network. Like, I don't know if you guys know this. Most of you guys watching probably do, but if you guys are new, I spent over a decade in IT, so having a secure network, which means knowing what the hell my devices are doing on said network is important to me. And the fact that this company has had security breaches with their cloud makes me never want to trust them again. These Chinese companies don't care about security because that's extra cost to implement better security. So, but as a printer, seems pretty good so far. We'll see if it. I'm really curious to see how much material it wastes, and see how the print comes out. But the Benchy came out really damn good. So
I'm impressed.
initial impressions, it's a nice printer for the money.
A bang the freaking buck.
Yeah, especially that it comes with this, which also has a filament dryer, which the dryer is actually running right now, so you can run the dryer while you're printing from it. So it is getting warm.
Your food is out.
My spider's out. Let's see. Well, I'm not buying my phones from sketchy places, so I don't worry about my phones blowing up. Oh, are we gonna? Okay, we just homed. I think we're gonna poop. We're gonna see if it poops correctly. I'm gonna give you guys a nice good shot of the pooper right here. We're gonna see if it poops correctly. Yeah, so here's the thing with all these printers, regardless of the brand, reducing waste on multicolor prints is all about tuning your profiles and knowing that, like, if you go from a dark color to a light color or light to dark, you're going to have more purging involved. You know, it's something you got to take into account and tune your profile. And the manufacturer is going to set it to a very, very conservative value that wastes a lot of filament because they want the end result print to come out good, but it wastes a lot of material. The printer doesn't work like that. Well, Orca Slicer allows you to change those settings. A lot of these slicers do. We'll figure it out. Use the same purge mechanism. We'll figure out a way around it. Did it poop? Oh no, it's getting ready to. It's doing like a little purgy dealy here. Okay, so it grabbed it that time. It doesn't honor those settings. Purge is done in the firmware only. Okay, so we'll mess with the firmware. Change it. All right, it's pooping. Let's see if it's gonna fling it. It's feeding in the glitter one right now. There's a setting on the printer display to set how much purge you're going to do. So there's going to be, that's why we need to get into the firmware and modify it so it behaves how we would expect a multi-material system to behave. So, there we go. It pooped. We had a successful poop.
Oh, it's pooping again.
There's
more poop coming, Tim.
It's in there. There's
another one.
There's another poop coming. Yeah, it's in the back corner here. It's all right there.
Aggressive flinging.
Yeah, it is very aggressive about how hard it flings its poop. It's like a monkey here. You got to remember, these companies, Bamboo and Creality and AnyCubic, they all sell filament. So it's in their best interest financially to make their printers waste as much filament as possible. There's a little stringy there, but it pooped, and the box caught it. All right. I guess all that's left to do is we're going to let it run. So I hope you guys all had a good New Year's, and thanks for hanging out with us. First stream of the year. Didn't even miss a beat. So there won't be a stream Friday because we have my grandfather's wake. I don't know if we'll just move it to tomorrow. It really depends on what's going on because tomorrow Jordan is out sick, so I'm gonna be in the shop by myself. So, all right, we're pooping again. Oh yeah, because it's gonna do with the next color.
Well, at least we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, it's pulling it. I see it pulling it back. So it went over here. This pushes on the cut lever on the side.
Oh, there it goes.
Saturday probably won't be doing that because we have the actual funeral on Saturday. So the wake on Friday, funeral on Saturday. All right, it's purging out now. It's feeding the green in. And it's going to poop again. All these multi-material systems are so slow. They all are. The bamboo, and the Creality, they're all so slow. Yeah, so it did this layer, or did this part. Now it's going to do another one. So we're going to have 4 color changes per layer. It's going to be a lot of poop. I'll be curious to see how much material this one little piece takes. And with the multi-material stuff, you guys are better off doing a whole bed of parts, okay? Doing a whole bed of parts of the same part. So you're getting more of those parts, and it's the same amount of waste for one as it is for a whole bed of them. Does that make sense? So, and apparently we're doing a purge tower too. Yeah, this definitely needs some tuning with the slicer. And this is their file, so yeah. The amount of waste these multi-material ones. I don't think I can change the volume on my microphone in this software here. Maybe. No, it won't. It won't let me change it. I can mute or unmute. That's it. And it's on auto adjust. Oh, hang on. Auto adjust mic volume. Hang on. Is this any better? I'm dropping it down. This is like half. I just dropped it down to half. Oh, you're talking about the. I thought you meant my mic volume. I was like, it's auto adjusting it. Okay. Well, we're gonna let this go, and we're gonna see how it comes out. So, yeah, change on the UI. I don't know if we can change it. Can't change it while it's printing. It doesn't look like. We have standard, quiet, or sport. Oh, purge volume right here. Okay, so 0.6. Let's try it. Like, it's just a test print. Let's see how 0.6 comes out. So, all right. Oh, you can actually adjust all the drying times and everything right in here. So this menu, not this one. When I press this kind of is like a little cheat and get out to the filament setting menu.
It blinks what color it's using.
Yeah, it shows you which one it's on. All right. Well, Corey and David, yeah, I know about the lower, so it's less purge volume. You'll get more chance to bleed. I'm aware. I'm curious to see how much bleed we'll get with the lower setting. So, but Corey and Dave, thanks for the tips. All in all, like I said, for the price, this is pretty slick. I'm not gonna lie, which is why I just bought it. So, especially, I didn't even know that the Ace or whatever the hell they call this thing here. I didn't know this was also a filament dryer. That's really convenient, and that's a big value add. I'll be honest.
Definitely.
So, but this is the quietest multi-material system I've ever used. I'll give them that. Like, that's literally the quietest one I've ever used in my life. So, but yeah, like we have already I've already started gathering like information and reading about like the processors and stuff these newer machines are using and how you directly access the storage on them. So we can try to make our own OS images to completely replace what manufacturers have. I would like to get our own firmware out for these to, fix all the little weird stuff and get all of their cloud crap off of it. So we will not, if we do any firmware for any of these, regardless of the brand, there will never be any cloud support for that manufacturer's cloud. So it'll be 100% local access only. So, but yeah, if there you can get the purge adjustment from Orca and get Orca to estimate purge amount, it'll definitely be serious competition. Yeah. Yeah, no, I like this. This is a lot better design than the A1. Like it was sitting right next to the A1. I'm like, this is a nicer material unit. Like I'm really looking forward to putting this through its paces. So, but all right, guys, we're gonna dip. Thanks for joining us on this quick little stream here. As always, happy printing. Hope you guys had a happy new year and hope 2025 is awesome. Bye bye.